you are What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the Sarlacc Digest, a podcast bringing lighting talk and digesting Star Wars topics over 1,000 years. This is episode 320, being recorded on August 13th, 2025. I'm your host, Dark Moocher. I've got Scott Solo here.
What's up, nerds?
Joey is there. I see you.
Hey, yo.
And we got Grand Admiral Franz.
Hi.
It's like every time you do that, I feel like you're going to give us a PSA announcement of something like, if only a real Star Wars nerd would blah, blah, blah.
One of these days.
Yeah, I don't know if Ernie's checking in. He doesn't talk to us anymore. So if you're over, so if he's here, he's here. If he's not, he's not, I guess. So, but before we get into all of the stuff, and yes, guys, if you are wondering, our giveaway is going to be announced today, sometimes during the show, and all entries are closed at this point. So I've got everything already situated. I don't want to go back. It's closed at this point. So yeah, we will be making that announcement here shortly. And of course, we've got a lot of Star Wars to kind of break down, or it's not really Star Wars. It's just like in that realm. But before we get into it, Scott, Shadow Council, Pitt, go.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. We're glad to have you here. Who wants to win a prize tonight, right? I assume that everybody in our chat.
Not us. We're not eligible.
I know, whatever. I'm assuming that everybody followed the rules and went and did their thing. So good luck to all of you, including these fine folk right here, without whom there wouldn't be a prize. That's Adam S., AJ from the Forbidden Panel, Blitz Transmissions, Brian C, Cliff, Commander Bly, Commander Cook, so many commanders, Commander Crystal E, Commander Don the Dad Dorn, General Eric Grubb, Admiral Flavy Davy. I'm done with that now. Gavin Connor Gavin Connor's got to have it. Gavin Connor is from the scum and villainy side of things with his All Cure podcast. So he's I don't know. I'm making shit up now. Hal Runner Base, Luke O'Brien, Mervine Bolanos, Matt Logic, Muff Tech is back, Nicholas Schaefer, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ryan Hobbies. Who the hell's Ryan Hobbies? Rhino Hobbies, Stu John Jedi, and Troy Dodson. If you want to join the Shadow Council, just log on to patreon.com/Sarlacc Digest Podcast or scan that QR code right there and donate a couple of bucks. We really appreciate it. It goes right back into the making of this wonderful show that you've all tuned into tonight, or at least I'm hoping it's a wonderful show. Could be shite. Don't know. We'll see.
It's always wonderful.
It is always wonderful. But not only those fine folk, but we've also got Hal Runner Base sitting around in there. He's racking up all the XP.
He's going to get himself in trouble if he wins, because that's going to cost him another $450 to back another lat. We'll see.
Yeah, he vowed that if he won tonight, he was going to back another lat. So anyway, we've got Stu John Jedi in there. We have got Commander Bly's in the house. We've got that Ryan Hobbies guy. Rhino Hobbies is in there. What's up, Rhino Hobbies? I'm just making up names for everybody now. We got Basil G and Dad Dorn in there. Let me see, Gavin Connor. He's in there. I feel like you ever feel like this is the romper room and the magic mirror? My friends, tell me who I see today. Mm-hmm. I see Mando Mike. And who's this? We've got Phantom Menace Dennis. He wants to play. Anyway, that's just creepy. Then we've got Joey Covarubius in there. He's in two places at once. How the hell is this even possible? How is this?
We need to get you a mirror.
Santo
hold the mirror and name everybody off.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, if you join the Patreon crew, we might be able to afford a mirror where I could play straight on Magic Mirror. Let me see. We got Meeks in the house and Rick Jones. Rick Jones is here. What's up, Rick Jones? So many. Oh my God. Bounty Hunter B&B.
What's up?
Time no see. B&B. What's up? She's here to see if she wins.
Yes.
Let's see. Mando Mike, thank you very much.
I'm not reading this.
Grabbing the lotion. That got awkward really quick. So, all right.
Thanks, Mike. Shush.
Wow. Man. If you haven't spoken up yet, just go ahead and drop us a line in there and we'll give you a shout out.
Yeah. So,
wow. wait. I want to know what the gin ship is. I mean, the gunship is one thing, but if I can get a nice ship of gin.
Well, the gin ship will fail. I mean, hands down.
I don't know.
Qui-Gon gin ship. Yeah. It's
okay. That gin. Yeah.
Oh man, guys. All right. So, it's funny how, like I said, I always open the Wednesday show with this kind of like, when there's nothing that's being announced or whatever, that's when you'll get the most dirt on whatever's happening as far as like what actors want in, what actors want out. I know last week we covered Tamara Morrison basically pleading, I want in, put me in, coach. And we made a joke on saying like, I can't wait till he starts photoshopping his face into every post, just like Daniel Logan does, just to like play Boba Fett one more time.
Every clone trooper will be his face. He will be doing that, so he can be Rex, so he can be Cody, older,
everything, right? Mm-hmm. And when it comes to Ewan McGregor, I don't know who's worse. Is it him or is it the fans? You guys all heard about this. What the last week was kind of, he was at some fan convention and he was somebody overheard or whatever, and I guess he did address this, so I'll get to his actual quote on it, but somebody overheard saying something like, we are filming Ahsoka season 2 as we speak. But of course his wife that plays Hera, I forgot her name in real life, but she's in it, so I don't know if he was
Winstead.
Yes.
Right?
Winstead, I think so.
I'm on it.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter anyway. Hera, who plays his wife, is on it. Yeah, she's in it, so I don't know if it was like speaking in general, but everybody ran with it to the point where he had to come out and say, "I didn't say that. I'm not in Ahsoka. I don't know. It's not. It's not a thing. But who said it? I think Rhino Highways brought it up. Liam Neeson lied about it too. About being
They're
in
supposed
Kenobi.
to. All of them do.
There's it slips, man. Look at Peter Parker, the guy who played Spider-Man, how he let it out of all the talk shows and how much he let things out. And it's like, well, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think look, the setting's perfect for it because of flashbacks and all that stuff. It's perfect for that to us to kind of go head first into something like that. Why wouldn't he be in it? But what do you
look
think?
at that. He's been sitting in the waiting room for a minute. Sorry.
Oh, see, now we know it's rigged on the guessing.
No,
I didn't even think about the option of holding him for time.
I will say that because I've been back there for quite a while.
He was here during the intro, heard all the bullshit.
Yeah,
right?
So
you're still here, fools.
I was just waiting. I'm like, okay, maybe we're doing a game tonight. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah.
On Kenobi there in Ahsoka too. I had thought we heard that a while back. I thought that was kind of already the thing that they were going to have him in armor. I could be wrong. I was familiar when
it was a while ago.
Yeah.
It's been rumored. I mean, nothing confirmed, of course.
Yeah.
But I mean, here's the thing: are we going to get if it happens? Oh, that scared him away. if it does happen, are we going to get a Force ghost? Or are we going to get a flashback? I mean, because flashback works because then you've got Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan. We've already established that Obi-Wan as a Force ghost is Sir Alec Guinness,
right?
Unless they play that game like they did in that terrible. Well, that book was actually not bad.
Yeah,
where the Force ghost can be any version of that character.
Yeah, based on so if Anakin is Hayden Christensen's Anakin, a young Anakin is coming to Ahsoka as the Clone Wars Anakin as she knew it, it wouldn't make sense of a Sir Alec Guinness aged Anakin. I don't know. I don't know if that works, or it's like me as this guy, only 10 years younger, kind of.
You think Shuri will recognize him? That's the thing.
Right. It's probably the voice, right? It's the same problem you have with Luke taking off Darth Vader's helmet and seeing Sebastian Shaw there, and the next thing you know, there's this punk kid saying, "Hey, hi."
Yeah. Stu John, or unless he gets pulled from a time and gets another 20 years, which explains why he ages so badly. That I mean, the desert puts a man through many changes. It's I mean, I would only expect the Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan to be appeared in the Ahsoka series, alongside Hayden Christensen, those two, right? Not the older version of it. And it's it's from what I was like kind of studying and how we kind of theory craft, the more in tune with the Force is there was this interesting Sam Witwer did this great monologue about Force Ghosts. And he made the thing about Empire Strikes Back when Luke Skywalker first saw Obi-Wan, right? It was just a very faded silhouette. It was him, but it was very faded. And as he grew stronger with the Force, Obi-Wan appeared more real to him. He actually interacted with objects. You know what I mean? And it was like, so, take
a break, sat down.
Yeah. So it'd be interesting. But the whole thing about pulling him out of the time like world between world, that's always scary to me. I don't go into that kind of mess.
No, my thought on that. No world between worlds bullshit.
Nothing. Yeah, just
flashbacks only. Let's deal with that.
Flashbacks only makes perfect sense. Yeah.
We know we're going to be dealing with that though. I mean, that's what the whole setup is, right? It's a layup for whatever that payoff is going to be. So, but I agree. I do think that it should stick with either a Force Ghost or a flashback. And I prefer the flashback. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah.
But we know that Force Ghost Anakin is right there too. So
I just don't I can't pinpoint why Obi-Wan would be visiting Ahsoka.
If they could visit anybody, they're all.
I know, but why?
Right?
But why would that connect? Because I didn't think their connection was as important as Hayden's.
We're at the dawn of the new Jedi type of thing, and Luke's out there, so maybe they're both discussing it because they both kind of helped. No, they didn't both help Luke. Well, they kind of did for like a day, both of them, right?
Yeah.
They both had like 4 hours of.
Right.
Yeah. I think he would go to her. I think he could
I
absolutely.
just
and I think he talked about. I had to go away for a second. Did you
fine.
talk about like she would see him as the young Ewan because that's
Yeah.
the last time she saw him.
That's how I'm
Yeah.
picturing, because that's how she
More of a
knows it.
perception thing.
Yeah.
I want
I
to say
believe
that was
that's the
in
smartest point.
in a certain point of view. Didn't they kind of make a point that you could come back, kind of like how you remembered yourself, or how they saw? I forget. There was a point in Qui-Gon's return when he.
There
came
was.
back.
Yeah. I don't remember exactly, but it wasn't Ice Cream Saber Pain though. Wasn't it that?
I don't
one
remember if that
where
was
it
the same one, but I do love that one.
Yeah, talking about, I am old, I am young, I am this. Ice Cream Saber Pain, right?
Yeah. It was a different one. It wasn't just that one, because that one was more like almost like a poem. The Ice Cream Saber Pain.
Ice Cream Saber Pain.
Yeah.
So dumb.
If you want to know a certain point of view, that go read it.
Yeah. If
the Force Ghost stuff's great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The TK421 not so great. But are we? What do we think though? What do we want? Do we want to see him as a flashback? Do we want to see him as a Force Ghost? What do you guys want to see him as?
In probably the best part of Ahsoka season 1 was that whole Ahsoka's learning it through the Clone Wars as she grew up, and Anakin was there, and it was a teachable moments, right? I absolutely love that, just adding that in there and having that whole thing play out, and it was fully for her benefit, right? The learning why she needs to fight for. What are you fighting for? All that stuff. Now, is there any more that we have to go back to that kind of era? Or is it something where now she's stuck on Peridea? Hayden's there, the Anakin's there because we saw the Force Ghost as her and Sabine are stuck on Peridea.
Mm-hmm.
That would be okay. Now I have to put my headcanon into what benefits is it? What's going to be needed from Obi-Wan, if that's Obi-Wan in Ahsoka, right?
Mm-hmm.
Going to be on getting out of Peridea, or her role beyond that, where she's basically helpless on this planet, and it's going to be
like maybe there's a situation that occurs that she's trying to teach Sabine something, and it flashes back to a time in her training with Anakin and Obi-Wan, something like that. She can then relate to it,
or Obi-Wan's coming to her like, don't blame yourself for Anakin's downfall. I don't know. There could be. You're muted, Chris.
Sorry. Ahsoka has the old VHS of Anakin, right? Doing training things for her.
There you go.
He could guest spot in those.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. That's possible.
Yeah. And like I said, I think that makes a lot of sense.
Wouldn't it be disappointing though if you just hear, he pokes his head in? Anakin, come on, we've got something to do.
We're done.
Yeah. I told you to get off the phone a long time ago.
Yeah, she can watch these recordings later. Let's go.
Are you talking to Padme again? Stop it.
But it'd be cool, how they do like their defensive moves, back to backs and stuff, and they would come in there and maybe do a thing together, and that could be a potential. But I think ultimately, I think it's going to be flashback.
Yeah. Fraud checking in. The World Between Worlds ruined Rebels and Ahsoka for me. I wasn't keen on the World Between Worlds just because of the implications on what it could potentially set up. What it could do. Yeah. I was good with that kind of like a fever dreamish, whatever. I'm always about the fever dream, right?
Yeah,
but when it has like real consequences where everybody could just be altered and whatever, that's where it puts Star Wars in a way different like something could go really wrong by opening that kind of can of worms. And I think we're all agreeing on that.
We need to find a way to destroy it.
Yeah.
It looks like it's done in Rebels, but obviously they're in another one, right? Now with Radia, there's going to be something there.
Well, she was in it on her little.
We have to destroy it, and then none of us have to worry about it because it's bullshit, and I do hate it. I didn't hate the World Between Worlds scenes in Rebels. I liked that everything went back the way it was. Like you said, just the implication that it can happen was shit.
You can alter history. You can save someone from dying. You can do that, and we talked about this last week about the future of like how things. Go ahead.
Oh, you can finish your thought.
I was just gonna say how everything's on rinse and repeat if we don't end it at some point. So eventually, if you just let the Jedi go, some Jedi will just turn bad and become a Sith, and he'll learn the ancient ways of Sith and rinse and repeat. So I don't want, like you said, destroy the World Between Worlds if that's a physical thing that you can actually do that. So nobody can ever find it ever again.
if I might interject here, I remember there was a lot of talk back in the day of having a Force Ghost Anakin that was also part bad, right? Like his Vader would show up, come out of, and we kind of got that in the World Between Worlds scene in Ahsoka, right? Something you just said just sparked my imagination. I'm thinking, what if Force Ghost Anakin could figure out that that's a way to stop Padme from dying? What would happen if Force Ghost Anakin then starts letting the dark side creep back into him because he could? I know I'm making shit up now. But
I mean that's the
problem, and that's why this has to end, right?
Yeah,
but
that's
the whole thing.
Yeah.
I think Force Ghost wise is a little different once they're there, because I'm gonna use a certain point of view. They kind of see all time at the same time, right? When they're Force Ghost, so I think he loses that bit of it. Yeah. He gets more perspective, obviously, since he's
can a Force Ghost be corrupted like that though?
He's right. They did have a point where they were talking about going dark, red Force Ghost, right? But in old EU you can't, because it's a light side power, right? If you're corrupted, you couldn't be a Force Ghost unless you were
actually that started in prequel era. Before that, it was anybody's guess. Everybody could be a Force Ghost. You had back in the old days of, Old Republic and all that, you could have dark side Force Ghosts.
Yeah, it was where you would put your essence in a holocron and but you couldn't, but it wasn't you, it was just your recordings. That it's almost like Jarrell.
I know. I know what you're talking about. I'm talking about something different. Before the prequels, before George instituted it can't be done, you have to learn the ways of doing it. Back in the day of the old comics and the old EU, you had people like Kip Duron who were being influenced by Exar Kun's spirit. You had all of this, you had a whole lot of Force Ghosts everywhere that were dark side or light side. So
Phantom Menace. This is why. And just like what Rhino says, if Filoni made the World Between Worlds, he'll probably want to get some more live action use of it. Years ago when we were talking about this whole thing about like Dave Filoni set this up, he obviously. Either we don't understand it or he's got some other alternate purpose. Because he did say specifically it is not time travel. Yeah. And I remember him saying that, like coming out and saying World Between Worlds is not a time travel.
It's like I see it as where the Force Ghosts live. Like I said, all time at the same time. It's like so it's not travel, you're just in time.
Right.
Because she heard all the eras going. She heard the future.
Yeah,
right? Did she hear Maz?
Kylo? She heard Kylo,
right?
Yeah,
things going on. Yeah, it was all time at once. So it's weird. It's not time travel the way we know it, as far as like Back to the Future or things like that, or Flash jumping into points.
But to Stu John's point, he was able to save Ahsoka. To pull her out of the timeline, she had to go back to the timeline, right? Ahsoka knew that she could not go anywhere else. She needed to be put back where she came from, because she has this working knowledge of the Force that Ezra lacks. But the point of it all is, though, it's Palpatine wanted that power. He wanted access to that so he could dominate the Force, so he could take over the Force. He wanted access to that. It needs to be brought back and it needs to be shut down. I think that's what Balin's whole thing is he wants to try and stop it all or take it all over, something.
Take it all over.
Remember, because
to run the Force, basically.
Because Balin said he's basically tired of the rinse and repeat. He wants it all to end, and he's figured out a different way forward. He's like, you go fight your wars and be a hero. Thrawn's gonna bring war and all that stuff, but I'm going after this different kind of
stop it all
end game. Thing, if you will. And then it'd be interesting how it plays out, and that's why it's like, well, it's obviously going to fail at it all because we got the sequels.
Talk about lather, rinse, and repeat, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know how much more we have to, like, we sit there and go like, just get it over with. Let's just move on. Anyway, guys, that's the whole thing. That's what sparks an Obi-Wan appearance in Ahsoka, and then it goes in ripples in this whole timeline universe. We can go on because we can go further with it. We can really go like really deep down why Obi-Wan was even appearing to Ahsoka in the first place, and all those things, and World Between Worlds and how she gets off, and then what's Balin's end game, and It's probably going to be completely opposite from when the series comes out and be like, that's it.
I know, right? We're all wrong.
But we got Gio the Hutt checking in. Yes. So, all right, guys, I want to move on to another character, but before we do anything, our giveaway is going to be in the show later on in a few as we progress. I just want to give everybody the heads up. If you're here for the giveaway, we are going to be doing that momentarily. So Gina Carano, everybody knows Cara Dune. How's Gina Carano? Cara Dune is back in the news and everything as far as like her lawsuit with Disney. They settled. So, she settled her wrongful termination through Disney, and the report was the only report was both sides were happy. It wasn't, she didn't go to court. They didn't go to court. She didn't win anything as far as like, I want to set. No, they settled out of court. And now she's back. Now, I guess on her post was like, we're friends now. We shook hands and everything's cool.
On their side, they said, we're looking for things to work together on. We're looking,
Yeah. And so so right away, we always put her in the Rangers of the Republic, of the New Republic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that'll be with this all new Bob Iger thing, pulling back and not putting money into Disney Plus as much and going movie realm with Mando Grogu already filmed? But here's the thing too. This whole news about the settlement stuff could have been months ago. And we're just hearing because it got lifted. They could talk about it now. So maybe she is already in things.
Hey, Ernie,
just got to put that out there, right?
What do you think about Cara Dune?
Well,
she was never bad terms with the people she was working and shooting with.
There you go.
This was a contract and Disney thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Instead of Pedro Pascal,
there was
conflict there.
Yeah.
Why she got fired and Pedro Pascal, there was some major conflict there. Now, he's got power because he's Pedro Pascal.
Well, Pedro also
it's called anxiety, not power. A lot of feeling.
But I mean,
you
can't deny it. Politics play politics, man, and actors are no different.
But he also has to play. They also have to act too. So on a personal
very
level,
true.
They're probably okay.
Yeah, it's not even in it.
If they have to work together again, they're going to be okay.
Yeah.
And how often do they even work together? He's the voiceover guy.
Well, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Probably never.
Yeah,
or once.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But yeah, so
I mean,
I would say, Ernie, like I said, nobody else had an issue, so it won't be a problem for her going back to the set. So that's usually the thing you have to worry about, right? If you're going to go into a show, how is the vibe going to be? Is everybody going to be cool? I doubt it was even with Favreau or Filoni. None of that. It was the execs,
like I said,
people off.
And I get what you're saying, Moocher, like power for people and like that. But I'm with Chris here as far as they're the ones who run the story. Filoni and.
So you think they're going to take a stance on it when they didn't before?
No, I think if they need to, no, not in any way. They don't care. Can I use her? Okay, yeah, because I need her in this part of the story.
Yeah,
sure.
There's no stance to them. It's all story.
Back to normal. Like when Gunn left Marvel and came back, just back to normal. Let's do business.
That's where we came from, right?
Yeah.
When it broke that she was not coming back, and we didn't see her in Mando season 3, because I think this whole her argument was Mando season 3. It wasn't future project. I think we might have been reading more into what Rangers of the New Republic was, because I didn't know if we had actual like official that it was going to be her and Grief Karga and all those things. It pointed that way in story, but we didn't get official. Mando season 3, she was mentioned. It was just kind of like an off-screen kind of thing. So I think her complaint was, I could have been in this and I lost money out of this season 3, and that's probably where the settlement and everything came. Now, we've all talked about her character moving forward on all levels, right? And we were like, I mean, collectively, I think most of us, correct me if I'm wrong, we were kind of like beyond Rangers or anything else. There was no more need for this, especially how season 3 wrapped up, right? I mean,
it went full Mandalore instead of going more Republic, right?
Yeah. So it's like, okay, the story to me, I'm not missing anything. Her not being. I, for one, like Cara Dune's character. I enjoyed Gina Carano's acting. I liked her character, but it kind of played its course. It kind of like did its thing, and I don't know how
It's
much
like how
more.
we're talking about the Obi-Wan thing right now. Could Cara come back?
Plays-
Could Obi-Wan be in?
Yeah.
I feel that it would be for her. That
Yeah.
would be that of I needed a favor. And her
Yeah.
favor shows up and shows in of what she's been doing out there since this time, and how much has changed.
Yeah.
And you're going to get that favor from Cara if they were to. But again, I feel it just all has to go to story.
Yeah,
I believe.
right, and that's the thing, guys. Like, that's where I think we all come from. If the story fits and she's in it and it works, great. I think when I was kind of like reading into what the settlements were and everybody was talking, I think it was just PC terms for
politics.
like, it's like, hey, we're cool,
There's the politics
and the
of it all.
door's open, but
Yeah.
not really. I mean, they're just gonna move on because again, as I was bringing up Pedro Pascal, I think it's like, I'm sure. She's going to come back. You think 100% is not going to have conflict with things that happen and transpire, because there was reasons why it transpired. You know what I mean? And right or wrong, as far as like what settlements and whatnot, it's probably why they settled out of court. And I don't know. Like I can care less, honestly. I can care less on the outside of it. It's on the screen as fans and what I want to watch. If it's working, it's working. I don't want her in it just because either. Yeah.
It should give people hope, though, that if they're told not to do something online and they do it and they get fired, maybe they could get their job back. I mean,
James Gunn did it. But I mean, it was like a pre, very
I mean, I heard that Cara's now supposed to run. Well, Gina Carano is supposed to run all of Star Trek now. So all her stories are gonna shoot over there. So we'll see.
That's fine. That's cool with me.
All the Star Trek stories will be under her.
I can't tell you on how many levels that wouldn't work.
Yeah. You think Star Wars is politically correct, and the people that work on it, you think Disney is like one side of the aisle? No, that ain't gonna work at all.
Yeah,
that it's so funny. Like we're talking around the subject, but okay, Rangers of the New Republic, though. Now that we know what we've got going on, what Mando's Grogu is setting up again, we don't know all of it. Could it work? Well, no more Grief Karga. Could it work?
I don't think Grief Karga was a main piece of the Rangers.
I don't.
Something that
so.
matters.
Well, it was
Carson, wasn't it?
Carson Teva.
Yeah,
I thought, Carson Teva, Cara Dune, Bill, his character,
Bill Burr,
Burr's character. I forgot his. Like that group, like
Miggs Mayfield.
Yeah. So, do you think it's back on the table though? Like really?
Yeah.
Like you guys think New
Republic Rangers, or at least the storyline, can exist now? I think.
Yeah.
Do we need it? I mean, we don't need starfighters. You could throw anything out there, right? But
it all depends on if the story's there. I mean, how far along were they in the production process originally? I mean,
it was on this original slate, right? And so, like,
so it was a lot of stuff.
Would Disney be going back to that original slate now that they've kind of have it's one of those things that now are they contractually forced to progress with it?
I almost feel like the Mando Grogu movie and where they're going with the future of that and into the Dave Filoni film, I feel like it's kind of taken that slot, right?
Has to set the staple for it, right?
They seem to have a trajectory now, at least. Where before it was like it felt like they were just throwing shit up against the wall to see what was sticking.
Yeah.
But I feel like for the first time with this universe, there's a plan, and I'm like, do we? If we throw that back out there again, is that going to disrupt the plan?
Well, that's probably more line where I was coming from. It's like you start inserting Rangers now into this timeline of like Thrawn's back and the stuff. Like now we got Rangers of the New Republic, so it's just like Mando, but not Mando, and fighting the same people. And what are we doing? Yeah, so
who's not to say that Rangers of the New Republic was actually the real name for Skeleton Crew, because the kids were like Boy Scouts. Rangers of the New Republic.
I think Skeleton Crew and Rangers were announced at the same time, though, on that slate.
It was after.
I think so. Was it?
Yeah.
No?
I think it was.
I don't.
Secret code names.
I mean,
Who knows?
It was an official.
Yeah,
it was an
it's a crazy
official
code.
title. Like it was an official thing. Like it was like
Yeah.
Rangers of the New Republic. Blah, you know what I mean? And
again, they just threw out too much at one time.
Yeah,
pivoting. I get because I think they're still doing that. You know,
But with Cara and the Rangers, I don't think having her back puts it back on the thing.
No.
When she was gone, my opinion was and still is. You know what? I could do with or without Cara Dune. I have no problem with her, and I have no problem without her. The story carried on quite fine, but the story was cool with her because she is a badass. So,
I like her a lot. Yeah,
so I'm cool either way. It isn't, but it's not going to put. She's not going to put butts in seats, right? So having a Starfighter movie and a Knights of the New Republic deal going on, that's too much Top Gun shit going on right there.
Yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's Star Wars and we're Starfighters and stuff, but that's really close.
Yeah,
it feels like.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of people say, like, oh, she's back, Cara Dune's gonna be back, and all that stuff, and I was like, I think the whole thing was about Mando season 3. Her lawsuit and her settlement of the money she lost was in that because her name wasn't mentioned.
I'm sure her character will appear again. We're gonna have the Rangers folks.
I don't think so.
Carson and Zeb and all these guys. Yeah, and Mando. That's who it's gonna be. It's gonna be in the Mando movie in there. The Mando movie is too late to get her in, but she could slide in here by the Heir to the Empire bits, right? Anytime.
100%. But I mean, I'm just putting myself. I don't think so. I think it's done.
Yeah.
I think it's what they just kind of like shook hands and just like said, we're gonna do our thing.
I don't think she'll let it go. She's been so vocal about losing the job and all that. I think she'll still be. But
now she's like, "Hey,
it's money to keep doing it." Then her toys come back out, and she gets her residual. She gets her money on the toys again. All this stuff that's not coming her way.
Yeah. Well, she got there's a settlement there, right? Nobody know the details, obviously, but it could have been like.
I think I heard that she gets to be in the movie and she gets to interact with the new Han Solo CGI character. And that was happening. That's what I thought I heard.
That would be great.
I didn't hear that,
folks. Maybe I heard myself echoed.
I mean, I didn't really look that deep in either. I just kind of was like, oh, headlines. Because it's
been
out of sight, out of mind for a long time. Yeah, it's Cara Dune. Like,
it's Cara Dune.
It's not. It's just like Mix Mayfield. I love that character, but like, do I want a show centered around or?
Could I even have a show centered around him?
Yeah, could I even have a show centered around? Yeah, I was about to say something bad, but no.
Too many shows.
Yeah, and like I said, with the withdrawal of Disney pumping money into their Disney Plus, I just don't think it's happening. Yes, you're right. Cameo here and there. I think it's could be a cool way to tie it all in, and they probably just want to let that hang out there just in case, just in case we need you. We got.
I have no doubt she'll be back for.
Here's a couple million just for shits and giggles. Here's the figures and.
Bro, I would love a couple million for shit.
I know, right? I wonder if Hasbro is going to.
I would shit and giggle for days.
Yeah.
And that's all it would last too. Just a couple days, Chris. Yeah.
Like, so at the end of the day, was she really mad? I mean,
not anymore. Everything's cool.
Say Hellrunner. I think Mando and Grogu movie essentially what Rangers of the Republic was. Yeah, Cara or mercenaries contracted by the New Republic to hunt down Imperial remnants. 100%. They pivoted. I mean, they've been pivoting since 2015.
No shit.
Doing stuff since they took over.
But I mean,
if
you just take the Mandoverse, right? It's pretty good.
Somehow
it's like pretty good. Everything else is what twists it all up, and even when it's good, it twists it all up. There's just too much. Too many eras going on.
Agreed.
That's funny. All right, guys, let's do this. Let's do our giveaway. Okay. So
I hope I win.
Yeah. So
I know you win too.
Anybody who's here live, this is what's going to happen. I put you all on the wheel. If you guys made your comments and everything from the last show and our toy show, you're all on the wheel to spin. If you win, we will contact you. Or if you're here live with us, make sure that we get a hold of you through our Discord or email or something like that, so we can get this to you. If you're watching this on a replay and you've won, make sure you get a hold of us. Our email contact is in our description. Our Discord is in the description, and we will try to reach out as best we can. If by any chance we pick a winner and I cannot get a hold of that person in a week, I will pick another winner and keep going down the line until we give this thing away. SDCC Mustafar exclusive right here, right now. That's a lot of entries.
Ooh, that is a
lot of entries.
Whoa.
There are so many names on that. I can't even
Is
see.
that me
Yeah.
right there?
Wow.
If you notice, there is a couple doubles because the rules were to leave a comment on our Wednesday show and our toy show for a chance of maximum of 2 entries. So a few of these people do
Sweet.
have 2 names on there. So I appreciate everybody who got a chance and put a like because we made it a minimum of 50 likes per show. We exceeded that. So
Yes,
I thank you guys so much, but it just proves the show that we can hit that every single week. So I will be asking for likes every single week. It's just
it helps. It
it
helps
does
us.
help. It helps. Yeah, absolutely. So everybody, let's spin this wheel. Let's give this away.
boy.
I'm tired
I'm
of having
nervous.
this on my
I'm
shelf.
nervous.
Why am
Oh,
I?
I
so
hope
nervous?
they're here right now because I would hate
Wait,
to
I know.
somebody lose it.
I know, right? Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Mooch, would you say it one more
I'm
time
here.
for our live responsibilities?
As far as what?
How is this being done? Everybody's on the wheel, but what is it? Are we doing elimination?
No,
Are we
no.
doing
This is
one
a
and
one.
done?
This is a one and
Done
done.
and done.
When
One
you
and
got to
done.
be here.
No, it doesn't have to be here. You got
Oh,
to
okay.
but I'm
So
giving
you
it
got
about
a
a
message.
week. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Got
if you can get a message to us within the week on a replay, then that's cool. Otherwise, I'm gonna spin this again and
by next
we will,
show. Got
Yeah,
it.
by next.
One
Yeah,
and-
exactly.
One and
So-
done.
I
Send a
recognize
message,
most of these
and you have a
names, so-
week.
Yeah. And just to reiterate, how Runner Base in our chat there, he's backed a lot on the Hasbro, vintage collection thing because you want to give away on another show on Tommy's show, Blitz Transmissions. He said he's gonna, if he wins today, he's gonna back another one. So this might cost him $450. Just saying.
I'm winning it.
All right, guys. Without any further ado, let's spin the wheel.
Oh no!
What?
Okay, too late. No, I'm kidding. I'm fucking
Oh,
with you, man.
okay. Ooh,
You can just X out real fast.
Oh,
X out.
cult leader.
Cult leader.
Oh,
Yes,
that
all
is
right.
awesome.
Now you
I've-
know cult leader, right?
I do know cult leader. That is Antonio from the Holy Hour All Cure podcast.
Awesome.
He is also one of our subscribers. So
Antonio, congratulations, man. Then definitely we will get this in the mail to you ASAP. I want to thank again everybody who participated in the giveaway. It was our pleasure to give back because you guys have been so generous with us lately. Well, actually since the beginning. So we want to do a lot more of these. We actually got a few things in the bag to give away some more when those come to fruition. So awesome. So cult leader won this round. Hal Runner, I know, man. I did save you $450 though, but just
You're welcome.
Good job.
all right, guys. Well, I love doing that. I'm glad again. I had it was so cool for us to have that chance to give away $100 set like this. It's an amazing set and everything. But awesome. So everybody in the replay, you saw what happened. If you're wondering where the giveaway was, Cult Leader Band won. All right. So we took care of that. Now the final thing I want to talk about, and this goes to Ernie's Ernie's obsession is Disneyland, particularly next year. The Smugglers Run. Did you see the details on this, Ernie? The Smugglers Run changes for next year, 2026, to coincide with the Mando Grogu movie.
Yes.
Holy crap! Like I don't know if anybody's got a chance to go there to Disneyland on both sides. The Smugglers Run, the Millennium Falcon ride, they are changing it, and they're not just changing it; they are overhauling it to it's like an actual game this time. The engineers get to do something besides push buttons. What was the detail, Scott? It was like they're adding 3 or 4 new actual lands.
Right. So
Scenarios?
apparently, according to the report that we heard, you are actually, and this is the part that I find a little odd, that you are going to be starting off on Tatooine, which does not make sense to me.
I know,
right? I'm like, you're already on Batuu. Why aren't we starting on Batuu? And then
because they're going to overhaul it all to Tatooine.
I know, right? That'd be interesting. But there's a little bit of a discrepancy there. But then from there, you go on your adventure, but to a couple of different worlds, and the last world that you end up on is chosen by the engineer. Yeah. Whenever you get to said world, it's not just a follow the train on the path, pick up the coaxium. There are multiple paths you can take on each of these worlds. So
We're
it's
going off
you have
rails, so to speak.
yeah, you have the ability with it, especially they've got a special the new, I forget what it is, the chip that they're inserting into this
Well, they're upgrading it to the Real
graphics
Engine
cards
5 and
Real
so
Engine 5. There we go.
you gamers know exactly what that's capable of doing. And to put this in a ride, like an actual game. Look, I'm never getting on this thing without you guys ever.
Yeah,
because I will not. Already, it's bad enough when kids get on it and they're.
I was just gonna say,
or
the
people
little
that
kid
don't
is choosing.
Yeah,
or
dude.
you got the adult that's sitting like this, and the Millennium Falcon's just buried in the ground the whole time. It's like
and now it matters.
yeah, so
Right.
only us. We're the only ones. And Joey, take some motion sickness pills and get on there, man.
So,
but
check this. So,
it's essentially you're going to be able to go on like 4 different paths on every planet, and it's never going to be the same. Essentially, so what were you going to say, Chris?
The Tatooine part. Thinking about, I know we're on Batu, but it's going to coincide with the Mando Grogu movie, right? So that's going to be where their jumping off point's going to be is Tatooine. You would figure,
could be
right?
Gotcha. Yeah, because they didn't say that
they're not going to be on Batu, but that just leads to my next piece here. The Falcon.
They're on
Why
Batu.
is the Falcon? Well, get what I'm saying. That's why they're not leaving.
I get you.
Tatooine.
Yeah.
The Falcon. We're using the Falcon, right? Or are they changing it out for something?
No, it's the Falcon. It's
no.
Does that no? Okay. Does that play a part in that, or I mean, because it's weird to use the Falcon to go in the Falcon's cockpit and play a game that's coming from Grogu movie, right? Grogu and Mando's movie. That's me, right?
It's I don't know because so this is what I don't know if the original platform is going to remain. You know, like are they going to switch out the animatronics inside the whole? Because it's a whole story. When you enter, it's a whole story. Or
it's for good, change for good for the future.
Yeah. Or is it going to be like one of those things where they're going to change it to where it all matters? It doesn't matter until you sit down and choose your paths. Are we still going to have the coaxium? You know, with us as in Chewbacca. Are we still going to have that, or is it going to be a complete overhaul? As far as I know, it was just the ride itself. Yeah, Joey.
Yeah.
So, when Chris was talking about that, I wonder if they would like physically change the cockpit, like the windows out, change out the windows from the Millennium Falcon and make it like. You don't think so?
Like
no, it's
not at all.
This is the Falcon. This is 100% the Falcon, and it's the story. Yeah, again, how they're doing it and what they said it's going to be, because when we first got word of this, a couple years ago, that they were going to revamp this as far as adding scenarios, but we thought it was just going to be Hondo working for Hondo and just doing different jobs. Right now, it's this, and it still can be where we start on, in Galaxy's Edge and then move on to Tatooine to pick up whatever. Bless you. But also they on the picture they showed Bespin, they showed Tatooine, and maybe it's like Star Tours starts here and then it ends up on Tatooine to do stuff. So you can still tie it all in, but the whole
that would make the movie weird. That would be if it's following the Mando Grogu. I guess not, because I don't see the Mando.
It didn't say it was following. It was just that they are included, and it was just that it's going to be launched at the same time the movie. It didn't say it was like directly involved with the movie plots. It was just But hey, you know what? It's just another reason for me to get back to Disneyland. That's all.
Yep. Prices
be damned.
Yeah.
There's two things in this world that prices, honestly, when you're a fan, It's Disney and Legos. Because that $1,000 Death Star set that no one's really bought. People are going, I'm $1,000, but I'm still getting it. And I'm like, are you kidding me? They'll find.
I mean, did you see it?
It's
only like 10 cents a brick.
I swear to God. Dude.
Well, if you bring it down that way,
that
is great.
It's a deal.
Boom! Hey, cult leader is here. Yes, sir. Congratulations. Hey, gang, I'll hit the replay tomorrow, but wanted to say thank you and love you guys. Hey, you know what? We appreciate everything. You and the pit, of course. It's our pleasure. It's our pleasure. Yeah, it's late in New York. But the city never sleeps, though. I don't understand that. but yeah. Yes. Yeah. So, Ernie, so now I'm going to want to be an engineer. Right, so instead of flying.
That's my favorite position in there.
I don't know, man. There's a lot to we have a lot of Disney knowledge. and the way that they do things now, it's very hard to wrap my brain around how this could happen because of what's there right now. We have the Falcon outside, and like Chris is saying, we have a story over there. Now we've talked about this though, that we want to change that story. Like they need to go with the seasons.
Overplayed now.
I mean, I know we sound like a broken record. You could do seasons, you could do this and that, and they brought out more characters and have done a good way of tying that in. But the Falcon is a character herself and is a staple to that story, because then you have Hondo inside, and it deals with Chewbacca and Rey, which are always out there in front of the Falcon. Like that's where you'll find Chewbacca and Rey if they're not running around. Yeah. So to switch all that up, I don't know how. Or the thing of Tatooine. Like, so you got to get Hondo out of there. You're gonna have to replace Hondo, or is he still a part of the story somehow?
Well, that's to be in everybody's story. They're just not using it right.
Yeah, and here's the thing too. To Chris's point about all our points about the time frame, because the rides at Disneyland at the Disney Star Wars is essential. The time frame, the time thing. You can't just go back.
That's the problem.
Yeah, you can't. They're not going to just put Han and Chewie in it. You know what I mean? They're So Hondo, it will be brought up to speed with the Mando Grogu if unless they're just going to rip him out. But I heard nothing about ripping out the animatronics.
But Hondo goes through from the prequels through up till the sequels. So I mean, he's covered time frame wise.
Yeah.
So we're setting a time frame because that's how it started, right? That's how Batu started. It's set between The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. That's just the era that we are in. Yeah. Now, what's to say they don't just say, screw it, this is Star Wars world. You can be anywhere at any time. You could have, this is the world between worlds. You could have characters walking around from all eras of Star Wars.
Finally.
Why the hell not?
Yeah, I don't think anybody will miss a beat on that, right?
Not at all.
I think it'd be better.
Yeah,
I think it would be better.
Like I said, on paper, what they planned out on paper, sounds amazing. Even the freaking hotel thing sounds great on paper. Execution in long-term form and having people participate and really buy into it, it's not working. I mean, I haven't been there in a long time, but even when a couple times when I was going, the employees weren't even into it either. Not like before, not when it first started, when they were like, let's play Sabacc. I mean, they still do it, but it's just not as important anymore. They've really kind of stepped away from that.
They keep all the stories separated. So that's how they do it. You'll find Kylo and the troopers over towards the Falcon looking for them. That's their area, like that little L. Like I said, then you have the Falcon with Chewie and Rey there. Sometimes they go over. Marketplace is where you'll find Ahsoka, Boba, Fennec.
That's like the Star Wars area, the marketplace.
The melting pot, the Mando, and everything like that. And then the Resistance part, there really isn't anybody. Maybe sometimes Rey and Chewie will run over there, but it's just real quick. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be kind of cool though if they had they start the day in the morning with prequel characters walking around, midday you've got original trilogy, and at the end of the day you've got the sequel trilogy. That way throughout the day, whenever you're at Star Wars, you can interact with characters from every era.
Yeah. And then I would love if the next day it flipped.
Cross.
So many different ways.
Yeah.
So that you could have it. So I mean, we talked about it. It is possible. You can do it. So I think I'm just with you guys is what is going to happen because we are stuck in a time frame right now.
Well, they might abandon that whole thing, and like I said, I don't think anybody's going to notice at this point. I think we were like, that was a thing that they tried, and if we go there now, and it's just kind of like maybe it is time of day eras moving forward, but I think if they change rides to the point where it's Star Wars ride, it might have and it can change whenever. Like, for example, they can have a situation where they revamp it to where it's like it is Han and Chewie from original trilogy. You know what I mean? And we will have just a blast with that as much as we would with Hondo, and his droid. So
you know what I would love is if you knew what was happening in that Hondo pre-show, that could get you so hyped.
Yeah.
Because then, like you said, all of a sudden, if Hondo says, Han, old buddy, and he pops up on that big screen, you're like, okay, this is what we have right now. And then it can go on from there. Now that would work great.
I think I would like them to do a hybrid of the two. Meaning, I think I still want to go to this land and have it be off planet. Like I still want the cast members to be like, "Oh, where's Tomorrowland?" Like that must be. I still want that kind of like. I don't want them to say be a Disneyland. I know it's a Disneyland's part. Or
it's over by the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, I still want that kind of immersion and to double down on droids and aliens and that kind of talk. But it is. I do want them to kind of change when it comes to characters, and I don't want them to be that hard set on like this is Rey era and it has to be only, you know what I mean? Because again, that can only take you so far. Even us, we enjoy it. They're cool, Rey, whatever. But you know,
you give me it's wallpaper after seeing the same four characters all the time, right? And we would be that way. Sad to say, even if it was Vader and Fett walking around all the time,
100%.
Okay, can I get? I'd be like, can I get some Mando? Can I get a Rey?
Exactly.
You know, and
no, it's true. And so here's the thing: is if we just make the rides different, that would be great. Because then I would like to get a new adventure in Rise.
Yeah,
we know the story in Rise. It's a great ride. You were in the movie.
Yeah.
But again, writing it so many times and looking at it, we can do easy changes in there too.
Yeah.
Like again, you could change Kylo to Vader. Those screens that they have are those screens. The AT-ATs are okay. You have regular stormtroopers and you switch that out. There is some stuff in there. So the red TIE fighters that you walk into on that bridge, throw on some regular wings.
Right.
Like I know the cockpit will be different, but that's to the
hey man, they do it the
sticklers. Correct. That's what I'm saying. So imagine if we got a new adventure with Inside Rise, because just the rides are different.
I think that
so that would be cool.
You know, the original floor plan or blueprints was to have this on Tatooine. And I think that like what Chris was saying, I think that would have been amazing at the first day, but it'll pigeonhole you to where you cannot change it. So having Batuu could be, I mean, Batuu is Batuu. So you have a neutral, and so you could pivot all kinds of time frames and characters there. So I think it was a good idea. There are some people still argue with me that it should have been Tatooine and everything. I go, yeah, but like how many times am I going to go in that cantina and have the cantina band playing? Like how many times?
Who wants to hear the song again?
I go to that cantina because I find something new every time I go in there. Rex is doing something new every time. I didn't know that every so often it would be like a show inside, kind of a fun little thing until my fourth visit there. You know what I mean? So it's something new every time. And, I made a promise that next year I'm going to getting back into the park. So I'm getting excited with this because I heard about this overhaul of Smuggler's Run and I'm like, okay, I'm going to kind of time my visits back to when that's a thing again. Cause I've rode that ride, dozens and dozens of times. I have the credits. I use the app. It's great, but it is kind of like the same stuff, over and over. Well, at least with like Star Tours.
Yeah.
Star
Tours is also coming up with another change again. There's new adventures. Yes, there's new adventures coming to Star Tours once again. So that was cool because this last time I was kind of pissed off. We got bamboozled big time. It was always the Ahsoka ending.
Yeah.
And we had they said with the plural, they said adventures.
Yes.
But all we got was your center screen was different. Your character who
that intro
needs help.
Right. Yeah.
But then it always went to Ahsoka. So the day that it went back to all different.
That was choppy as hell too. The Ahsoka one, it very abrupt. That didn't flow. Other Star Tours have been better.
My favorite to this day, and I'm sorry, I'm sounding like that, but it's still the Boba Fett story.
That's
if
fine,
you get Boba Fett at the beginning, and then you get him in the first one, and you get him in the second, it's such a cool ride. I love that Star Tour. So they are bringing it back to new adventures. They're saying, and somebody had pointed that out. So there is new stuff that is being shot and done.
I mean, they're
for it. So
they're proving it with the Star Tours. They can consistently revamp it and refresh it and make it to any kind of media that's coming out. They can change it and add it. You know what I mean? So I'm sure Thrawn's going to be in next. Because the Ahsoka might update it to where Thrawn's chasing you, and that'd be.
You're in the middle of that big battle, that big space battle.
The missed opportunity, though, still is I want a Star Tours that when we get off, we don't get off into Star Traders. We take a tunnel and come up into Batuu.
Right?
That'd
be awesome.
That would be the greatest thing.
Logistically, they should have moved Star Tours.
Yeah.
I know, like money wise, like you guys got to commit. Like, come on, yeah,
you gotta commit.
I
If
mean,
they were gonna
you
move Star Tours, they wouldn't have Star Tours.
yes,
They would,
I 100% agree with that. Like, I think Walt Disney World is doing a lot of that now. They're you know, well, they got the room, they got whatever, but I think they are building around things.
Oh, Walt Disney World is also taking out stuff. Like, so people were pissed because they took out Muppets area.
Yeah.
Which it is
well,
so
they took
funny
out the Lakes of America, the Rivers of America.
Yes, and so this is what I'm saying though.
That's a no-no
Two
here.
things: there was Muppets and the Rivers of America that were always empty.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just being for real.
Yeah,
but then all
absolutely.
of a sudden you remove it. Well, what the hell are you doing?
Nostalgia.
Oh my God! I go watch Kermit every day, and then I ride the ship immediately after.
Yeah,
I don't know why you're doing this. Yeah.
See, but our Disneyland is still good.
Yeah, but our Disneyland though, you would have a ride that, or a say Country Bear Jamboree. Country Bear Jamboree always had people in that.
Yes,
it was always full, and they
Christmas
removed
one
it
was my
to put
favorite.
in that shitty Winnie the Pooh ride. There, but that's the problem with the limited space of our Disneyland is they remove things that people actually like, you know, in order to put in new things, and it doesn't always work.
Right. Hayes checking in every time I write Star Tours. I get Last Jedi. Yeah, I'm always on crate. I'm always on crate. Like,
that sucks. And it does happen, but it is supposed to be different every time, and it it happens. I mean, I've rode that many times too, but man. I miss the Country Bears.
Yeah, Jamboree.
Country Bears.
Just like small. When you go to Small World, just to sleep for 15 minutes.
Yeah. Every time.
Country Bear Jamboree around Christmas time was amazing too.
Yeah, it was the best.
Pirates though. I pass on Pirates. I love
it.
Yeah, dude, that's a nap right there. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Pirates is great.
Yeah.
I gotta see everything that's going on.
Definitely getting older. I'm looking. Go on Pirates for now.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh my God!
When you talk about the best shade areas, the best rest areas, the best air conditioner, and it's like this. Hey, did you and Corinne ride anything last night? No, I don't think we ever rode anything like in a month. Yeah, but you know where I sat? Really good seating is.
You can get the best water refills at this water refill station.
I tell you what.
I lost everybody. It's just me. Uh-oh.
That was weird. We all back?
Was it everybody? So. I thought it was just me.
Just still frozen.
You. I thought you were going left. I realized you couldn't hear me.
My internet just went to shit.
Mine too.
Huh.
Is there something in the world we're missing right now?
Or
exactly.
It would happen on our show, right? You know what's sad? The first place I go to, what's happening on TMZ?
Exactly. Oh man,
Bounty Hunter BMP, EMP. That's exactly what I just. The mouse was talking shit.
That's it. Oh no,
it was.
Chris is
gone. Wow, that's crazy.
We should be
back. My internet is still awful.
Yeah, mine's back. We should be still back.
You guys are all Mega Man right now to me. So
maybe the alien mothership landed.
Yeah, or it just flew over.
Oh shit! No, I think Chris is down.
Chris is down. I'm back.
I think the aliens was supposed to be till October.
Yeah, they came in early, dude.
Like,
oh man. Well, sorry about that, but we're gonna wrap it up here anyway before everything gets really going. So, all right, guys.
Crazy.
It's Rusty stepped on the cable. That's what happened.
Rusty stepped on a cable, and all of our internet turned off.
I'll tell you what, though, Joey, you look a whole hell of a lot clearer, so that's weird.
You do. What the hell?
Sucked all our bandwidth out.
Yeah. Your computer's like so freaking crisp right now, and everybody else.
I'm on my tablet.
Yeah.
See,
I'm on my computer took a shit, so I'm on my tablet now.
Yeah, and it just got clear as day. So that was really weird.
That's funny. All right, guys. Well, you know what? Congratulations to our winner, Cult Leader. This will be in the mail to you ASAP. Congratulations, everybody that participated in our giveaway. Thank you guys so much, and don't go anywhere because we will be getting some more. There'll be a lot more coming your way. So the communications and the leave a like and a comment is exploding. Please help us out with that too by continuing the like campaign and commenting campaign after the show and everything. It just helps the channel grow and reach more people. So with that, everybody, thank you guys so much. I'm going to kick over to Ernie to kick us out properly, but I just wanted to give you my personal thanks. And yeah, let's go.
Yeah, thank you guys very much for go Jana, Mr. Oh, now it's George Lucas backwards.
Yeah, you're part of that.
It's George Lucas backwards.
Yeah,
what's cool?
Yes,
George Sakul. Yeah,
you're in parking. Still my favorite. Funny, I love one of these days. For those who don't know, that is a Star Tour sound, and I love to hear it every time. And if you're ever in line, just sit back and listen to all the noise going around you. You'll find out. Did you get taken out over there, Chris?
Yeah, I'm out. Then I couldn't get back on the computer at all.
Oh wow, it's happening, guys. So thank you for being here in this pivotal moment.
Check
Remember, it was right here. Where were you when it all happened? On Sarlacc, of course. Yeah. But thank you guys very much for being here. Yes, definitely. Congratulations to the winner tonight. Big winner. We have Phantom Menace Dennis, who said, thank you for doing the giveaway. Very kind of you guys. Like Mooch said, hopefully we got more coming up. This all depends on you guys, though. Please, if you're part of the replay crew, hit that thumbs up, drop a comment, and tell your buddies to subscribe because that helps us out. But anything you can interact with, maybe drop your thoughts on any of the topics that we talk about on any of the shows that you like to watch, because we have so much content up on our channel. You can watch every day for us. But we're on like Monday nights with Sarlacc Toy Chests. That just went down. So are you part of the HasLab? Go over there and check out that replay. Again, hit the thumbs up, drop a comment in there. And we have a lot going on over here, but that's what really helps. And like we said, you won't be not entertained by all the stuff that we have up there, from all the reviews from Scott. And we're on all social medias. So if you're just barely finding us, hi, welcome. It goes down Mondays and Wednesdays. Check us out. We got a lot to show and talk about. As always, come jump in line with us. Jump in the pit like everybody did tonight. What a fabulous crew that was here. Even if you were just here for the giveaway, you were still here. So that helps out.
Appreciate you.
Exactly.
Yeah. If you are a collector, thank you to tonight's sponsor, Tosche Station Emporium, also known as Moocher's 3D Printing Lab. The link is below. But for all your figure stand needs, do they fall? No, because look at all those behind me. Every single one has one, and not one falls. If you fall right now, I swear to God, then we are.
Yeah, that's all. That's it. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here.
So check that out. Again, the link is below for all your figure stand needs, and just to hype up and soup up your display from DTOFs to toy photography and everything. If there's something you're missing, I'll let Mooch know, and I'm sure he can definitely whip something up.
Yep, I'm in the process of.
I mean, we're all still waiting for our helmets and droids and R2s and everything, but he'll take care of you.
Internet is.
Yeah. The internet's going out. Oh my God. Again. Yeah. Yes, and if you want some of this talk all the time, please join our Discord. Scott can drop a link in there. Maybe if it's working.
Links in the description. It should be working. Yeah.
Yeah. So go over there, hop in the Discord, and continue all the Star Wars chatter with us.
With that, Scott, we are done, guys. With that, Scott,
keep it nerdy, everybody. Bye-bye.
This is Grand Admiral Thrawn. You are listening to the Sarlacc Digest. What a fascinating play on words.